Officer Liam had always loved his job. He enjoyed helping people and keeping the town safe. On this morning, the sun shone brightly over the quiet streets. Birds chirped, and the gentle wind moved the leaves in the trees. Liam was finishing his routine patrol when something small and unusual caught his eye. At the corner of the street, near a row of old shops, stood a little brown puppy. It looked thin and a little scared. Its fur was messy and its eyes were wide, filled with a mix of curiosity and worry. The puppy seemed to be alone, and it did not run away when it saw Liam. Instead, it took a small step closer and wagged its tail nervously. Liam slowed his car and stepped out. He knelt down and spoke softly to the puppy. "Hello there, little guy. Are you lost?" The puppy tilted its head and let out a tiny whimper. Liam could feel its heart beating fast. It was clear that the puppy wanted help, but it did not know where to go. Liam looked around the street. There were no people nearby and no sign of anyone searching for the puppy. Carefully, Liam reached out his hand. The puppy sniffed it and then, with surprising trust, nuzzled against his palm. Its tail wagged slowly. Liam smiled. "Don't worry. I will help you." He picked up the puppy gently. It felt warm and soft, and it rested its head on his arm. The puppy seemed to sense that Liam was friendly. Its small body relaxed, and it even gave a tiny lick to Liam's hand. Liam could not help but chuckle. He had met many animals before, but there was something special about this little one. Liam decided to take the puppy to the police station. It was a short drive, but he made sure to hold the puppy carefully on his lap. The puppy looked around the car, its eyes wide with curiosity. Liam talked to it all the way, telling it stories about the town and the people he helped every day. The puppy seemed to enjoy the sound of his voice. When they arrived at the station, Liam placed the puppy on a clean towel in a quiet corner of the office. His colleagues came out to see what the noise was. "Liam, what do we have here?" asked Officer Maria. "This little guy followed me this morning. I think he needs some help," Liam explained. The puppy wagged its tail and looked at Maria with big, trusting eyes. Maria laughed softly. "He seems to like you already. Maybe he knows you will take care of him." Liam nodded. "I think so. But first, we need to check if he belongs to anyone. I will put up a notice and ask around." He gave the puppy some water and a small bowl of food. The puppy hesitated at first, but soon it started eating quickly. Liam watched with a gentle smile. He could see that the puppy had not had much care before, but it was eager to feel safe and loved. After the puppy ate, it climbed onto Liam's lap and fell asleep. Its tiny body shook slightly as it breathed. Liam gently patted it. "You are safe now. Nobody will hurt you here," he whispered. Hours passed and people came into the station to report lost pets, but no one claimed the little brown puppy. Liam made phone calls and even checked online notices, but there was no owner. The puppy's little nose twitched as it listened to the voices in the station. Sometimes it would lift its head and look at Liam, as if asking him what was happening next. By evening, the station was quiet. The puppy had explored the office a little, and even tried to play with some office supplies. Liam laughed as it chased a small pen across the floor. He realized how playful and full of energy the puppy was, even after what seemed like a long day of worry. Liam sat down at his desk, and the puppy climbed back onto his lap. He stroked its fur slowly. "You are a brave little one," he said softly. "I think you like me, and I like you too. Maybe we were meant to meet today." The puppy yawned and nuzzled closer. Liam could feel a special bond forming between them. It was more than just a dog needing help. There was a sense of trust, a connection that grew in quiet moments. The next morning, Liam arrived at the station early. The puppy was awake and waiting for him. It barked softly when it saw him and ran to the door as if inviting him to come outside. Liam laughed and followed. Outside, the town was waking up. People were walking to work, children were going to school, and the bakery was filling the air with the smell of fresh bread. The puppy ran a few steps ahead, then stopped and looked back at Liam, its tail wagging happily. It seemed to want him to keep going, to explore the day together. Liam walked slowly with the puppy. He noticed how everyone on the street smiled when they saw the little dog. Some stopped to pet it and others commented on how friendly and cute it was. Liam realized that this small creature was spreading joy wherever it went. By the end of the morning, Liam knew he had to make a decision. The puppy had no owner, and it had clearly chosen him. He looked into its eyes full of hope and trust and felt a warmth in his heart he had not felt before. "I think you will stay with me," Liam said gently. The puppy barked softly as if agreeing and jumped up to lick his face. Liam laughed and hugged it carefully. He felt a deep sense of happiness. This small visitor had brought more joy into his life than he had expected. That day, Liam made arrangements to make a small space for the puppy at his home. He bought food, a cozy bed, and some toys. The puppy explored the new space with excitement, sniffing everything and wagging its tail constantly. Liam watched and smiled. He knew that their life together was just beginning. As night fell, Liam sat beside the puppy, reading quietly while it slept peacefully at his feet. He felt grateful for the unexpected meeting on the street that morning. A little lost puppy had come into his life and reminded him of the simple joys of trust, friendship, and care. For the first time in a long time, Liam felt a sense of pure happiness. He knew that tomorrow and every day after would be filled with new adventures, shared walks, and the comforting presence of a small, loyal friend who had chosen him. The morning sun streamed through the window as Officer Liam stirred awake. The little brown puppy was already awake too. It sat at the edge of the bed, wagging its tail excitedly, its small eyes filled with joy. As soon as Liam opened his eyes, the puppy jumped gently onto the bed, licking his face in a playful greeting. "Good morning, buddy," Liam said with a laugh. He rubbed the puppy behind its ears. "Are you ready for a new day?" The puppy barked softly as if answering yes. It was clear that it had already formed a strong bond with Liam. They had spent the night together, and the puppy seemed to trust him completely. Liam felt a warmth in his heart. He had never imagined that a small creature could bring so much happiness into his life. After breakfast, Liam decided to take the puppy for a walk around the neighborhood. He attached a small leash to the puppy's collar, and together they stepped outside. The streets were quiet, but the town was slowly coming to life. The bakery's doors opened, and the smell of fresh bread filled the air. Children walked to school, waving at Liam as he passed. The puppy sniffed every corner, every tree, and every flower. It was curious and playful. Occasionally, it would dart after a butterfly or stop to watch a bird hopping on the sidewalk. Liam laughed at its enthusiasm. "You are full of energy, aren't you?" he said. The puppy wagged its tail and barked happily. As they walked further down the street, they reached a small park. The park was empty except for an elderly man feeding pigeons. The puppy ran ahead, but it paused to look back at Liam, waiting for him to follow. Liam smiled and walked towards it. Suddenly, the puppy's ears perked up. It ran toward a bush near the playground and started barking excitedly. Liam hurried to see what it had found. Behind the bush, there was a small girl sitting on the ground, crying softly. She had dropped her favorite doll, and it was caught in the branches of the bush. Liam knelt down. "Hey there, are you okay?" he asked gently. The girl looked up, wiping her tears. "I can't get my doll," she said in a small voice. The puppy wagged its tail and barked as if telling Liam that it wanted to help. Liam smiled and carefully reached into the bush to retrieve the doll. He handed it back to the girl. "Thank you so much," she said, hugging her doll tightly. The puppy jumped onto her lap and licked her cheek. She giggled and Liam laughed. It was a small moment, but it was special. The puppy had brought comfort to the girl without even trying. "Who is this little helper?" the girl asked, pointing at the puppy. Liam explained that the puppy had been lost but had now found a safe home with him. The girl smiled and patted the puppy gently. "He is brave and kind," she said. Liam nodded. The puppy barked softly as if understanding the compliment. After a while, Liam and the puppy continued their walk. They visited the small pond where ducks swam peacefully. The puppy was fascinated by the ducks and watched them closely, its head tilting from side to side. Liam laughed at its curiosity. "You are full of wonder, just like a child," he said. On their way back, Liam noticed a small crowd gathered near the town square. Curious, he approached, with the puppy trotting happily beside him. As they got closer, he saw that a kitten was stuck on a low roof. It meowed loudly, scared and unsure how to get down. The puppy immediately ran toward the steps leading to the roof. Liam held him back gently. "Not so fast, buddy. We have to be careful," he said. He called over a nearby worker, who helped the kitten down safely. The puppy wagged its tail and barked in excitement, clearly proud of the small rescue. Liam laughed. "You have a big heart, little one," he said. By the afternoon, Liam and the puppy returned home. Liam had prepared a small corner in his living room for the puppy, complete with a soft bed and toys. The puppy explored every inch, sniffing and wagging its tail happily. Liam watched it with a gentle smile. "You are going to love it here," he said. "This is your home now." The puppy barked softly and rolled onto its back, inviting Liam to rub its belly. Liam laughed and obliged. It was a simple moment, but it felt full of warmth and friendship. As the day went on, Liam noticed that the puppy was incredibly observant. It followed him everywhere, watching closely as he organized his files, answered calls, and prepared for his next patrol. It seemed to understand that Liam was a protector and wanted to be near him at all times. In the evening, Liam decided to take the puppy to the town's little park again. The sunset painted the sky in shades of orange and pink. The puppy ran freely on the grass, chasing after leaves and small insects. Liam watched it with joy. Suddenly, the puppy stopped and sniffed the ground. Its ears perked up and it barked toward a small alley. Liam followed carefully. There, behind a pile of boxes, was a little boy looking frightened. The boy had wandered away from his parents and could not find his way back. The puppy ran to the boy and nuzzled him gently. The boy looked up, surprised, but soon smiled. Liam approached and knelt down. "Hey there, are you lost?" he asked kindly. The boy nodded, tears in his eyes. Liam held out his hand. "Don't worry. We will get you back to your parents." The puppy stayed close to the boy, licking his hand and comforting him. Liam could see the trust and friendship forming between the three of them. Together, they walked back to the main street where the boy's parents were frantically searching. When they saw him, they ran forward, hugging him tightly. "Thank you so much," the mother said, smiling at Liam. She looked at the puppy and laughed. "And thank you to this little hero, too." The puppy barked happily and wagged its tail, proud of its small adventure. Liam smiled, feeling a sense of satisfaction. That night, Liam and the puppy returned home. The puppy was tired but happy. It curled up in its bed, sleeping peacefully. Liam watched it for a moment, feeling grateful for the little creature who had brought so much joy and warmth into his life. He realized that the puppy was more than just a pet. It was a companion, a friend, and a little hero who had a heart full of courage and kindness. Liam knew that many adventures awaited them, and he felt excited to share them with his small, loyal friend. As he turned off the lights and got ready for bed, Liam whispered softly to the puppy, "Tomorrow will be another day full of fun and help. You are the best little companion I could ever ask for." The puppy stirred slightly as if understanding, and settled down for a deep, peaceful sleep. The next morning, Officer Liam woke to the sound of rain tapping gently on the window. The little brown puppy was already awake, sitting by the window and watching the raindrops fall. Its ears twitched as it observed the moving puddles and the little streams forming along the street. Liam smiled at the sight. "Looks like we will have a wet day, buddy," he said softly. The puppy barked lightly and wagged its tail, as if saying that rain was not a problem. Liam laughed. The puppy seemed fearless and curious, ready for anything, even on a rainy day. After breakfast, Liam decided to take the puppy for a short walk in the drizzle. He put on his raincoat and carried a small umbrella, holding the puppy close so it would stay dry. The streets glistened with water, reflecting the gray sky and the soft glow of the streetlights. Liam noticed that many people hurried along with umbrellas, but the puppy was excited by every puddle and splash. As they walked near the park, Liam heard a faint sound. It was a soft cry, almost hidden by the rain. The puppy's ears perked up immediately, and it started pulling at the leash toward a row of bushes. Liam followed carefully, curious about what had caught the puppy's attention. Behind the wet bushes, they found a small dog trapped in a puddle. Its fur was soaked, and it was shivering from the cold. Liam knelt down and spoke gently. "Hey there, it's okay. We will help you." The little brown puppy barked softly, circling the trapped dog as if giving it courage. Liam reached in carefully, lifting the smaller dog from the puddle. It trembled but wagged its tail slightly, sensing that they meant no harm. Liam carried both dogs under his umbrella toward the nearby shelter. The little brown puppy stayed close to the rescued dog, nuzzling it gently and keeping it warm. Liam could see how protective and caring his new companion was. Even after only a few days together, the bond between them was already strong. At the shelter, the workers welcomed the soaked dogs. They dried them off with towels and gave them some warm water and food. The smaller dog, who had been scared and alone, started to relax as the little brown puppy stayed close, offering comfort with soft nudges and gentle licks. One of the shelter workers smiled at Liam. "You have a brave little helper here. Not every dog would care so much for another in trouble." Liam nodded, feeling proud. He watched as the two dogs lay side by side, warming each other. After ensuring the rescued dog was safe, Liam and the puppy returned home. The rain had stopped and the streets were wet but calm. The puppy shook off the remaining drops of water, splashing Liam slightly. He laughed and patted its head. "You love adventures in every weather, don't you?" Back at home, Liam decided to give the puppy a special treat for its bravery. He filled a small bowl with biscuits and a warm towel for it to rest on. The puppy wagged its tail happily, enjoying every moment. It seemed proud of the good deed it had done. Liam could feel the joy and satisfaction in the puppy's energy. The rest of the afternoon was quiet. Liam worked on his reports while the puppy lay beside him, occasionally nudging his hand for attention. They had grown comfortable in each other's presence. Liam realized that the little brown puppy was more than a pet. It was a loyal companion, always ready to offer comfort, courage, and friendship. As evening approached, Liam received a call about a missing child near the nearby playground. He quickly grabbed his coat and called the puppy to follow. The puppy barked and ran toward the door, ready for another adventure. When they arrived at the playground, Liam saw a small boy crying near the swings. He had wandered off and could not find his parents. The little brown puppy ran straight to the boy, barking softly and wagging its tail. The boy looked up, surprised, and then smiled at the friendly dog. Liam knelt beside the boy. "Don't worry. We will get you back to your parents," he said gently. The puppy nudged the boy's hand and licked it softly, offering comfort. The boy's tears slowed, and he started to calm down. Together, Liam and the puppy guided the boy back toward the main street. Along the way, the boy told them that he had wandered away to look for a stray kitten he had seen earlier. Liam smiled softly. "You are very kind looking out for animals," he said. The puppy barked happily as if agreeing. Soon they found the boy's parents, who were frantically searching. When they saw their child safe, they ran forward and hugged him tightly. They smiled at Liam and the little brown puppy. "Thank you so much," the mother said. "And thank you to this brave little dog as well." The puppy barked softly, wagging its tail proudly. On the way home, Liam noticed how the puppy had become a hero in the small town. People stopped to smile, wave, and even pat the dog. Liam laughed, realizing that the little brown puppy had a heart full of courage and kindness. It did not hesitate to help anyone in need, whether a person or another animal. When they returned home, Liam gave the puppy a warm bath to clean off the rain and mud. The puppy squirmed playfully but enjoyed the attention. After drying it off, Liam prepared a cozy bed for the puppy by the fireplace. The little brown dog curled up, resting its head on Liam's lap. "You did an amazing job today," Liam whispered, stroking its fur. "You are brave, caring, and full of love. I am lucky to have you by my side." The puppy blinked slowly, as if understanding, and rested peacefully. That night, as Liam finished his work, he looked at the little brown puppy sleeping soundly. He realized that the small creature had changed his life in just a few days. It had taught him about kindness, courage, and the joy of helping others. The rain had brought challenges, but it had also created moments of bravery and friendship. Liam knew that many more adventures awaited them, and he felt excited to share every moment with his loyal companion. As the lights dimmed and the town grew quiet, Liam whispered softly, "Tomorrow will be another day, full of surprises and good deeds. You are my hero, little friend." The puppy stirred slightly, dreaming peacefully, ready for whatever new adventure the next day would bring. The morning was bright and full of sunlight. Officer Liam decided to take a day off from the station and spend some time outdoors with the little brown puppy. The town had a small forest on the outskirts with walking trails, tall trees, and a small stream. Liam thought it would be a perfect day for an adventure. The puppy seemed excited as soon as they arrived. It barked happily and ran in circles, sniffing everything in sight. Liam laughed, watching its energy and curiosity. He attached a small harness and leash to keep the puppy safe while allowing it to explore. As they walked along the forest trail, the puppy ran ahead a few steps, then came back to Liam, as if checking that he was following. Liam smiled. He could see how intelligent and careful the little dog was, even while full of energy. The trail led them to a small clearing. Birds chirped above and sunlight filtered through the tall trees. The puppy chased a butterfly for a few moments, then returned to Liam, wagging its tail. The forest was peaceful, and Liam enjoyed the quiet after the busy days at the station. Suddenly, the puppy froze and sniffed the air. Its ears perked up and it barked softly. Liam noticed movement among the trees. A young fawn had wandered close to the trail, its eyes wide with fear. The puppy approached slowly, lying down to seem friendly. The fawn took small steps forward, then cautiously nuzzled the puppy. Liam watched in amazement. The little dog had a natural way of calming animals. They stayed in the clearing for a while, enjoying the gentle sounds of nature. Liam and the puppy even found a small stream, where the puppy splashed in the water and Liam dipped his hands to cool off. The forest felt alive and welcoming, a perfect escape from the busy town life. As they continued their walk, Liam became slightly distracted by the beauty of the tall trees and colorful flowers. The puppy, however, had noticed something unusual. It barked urgently, trying to get Liam's attention. Liam turned just in time to see a small child standing near a steep slope. The child had wandered away from a nearby hiking group and was unsure how to get back. Liam rushed forward, calling softly to the child. "It's okay. Don't be scared. We will help you." The puppy ran ahead, wagging its tail and barking encouragingly. The child looked at the little dog and smiled faintly, feeling less afraid. Carefully, Liam guided the child away from the slope. The puppy stayed close, gently nudging the child's hand and keeping it warm. The forest could have been frightening, but with Liam and the puppy nearby, the child felt safe. Once they reached a safer part of the trail, Liam asked the child's name. "I'm Alex," the child said. Liam smiled. "Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Officer Liam, and this is my little helper." He pointed to the puppy, who barked softly and wagged its tail. Alex giggled. Liam called the hiking group to inform them that Alex was safe. While waiting for them to arrive, the puppy and Alex became fast friends. They played together gently, throwing small sticks and chasing leaves. The puppy was patient and kind, making Alex laugh with its playful jumps and little spins. Soon the hiking group arrived, relieved to find Alex safe. The group thanked Liam and the puppy for helping. One of the leaders knelt to pet the little brown dog. "You are a brave helper," they said. The puppy barked softly, proud of the good deed. Liam felt a deep sense of satisfaction. The day had already been filled with adventure and kindness. After saying goodbye to Alex and the hikers, Liam continued exploring the forest with the puppy. They discovered small trails, wildflowers, and even a hidden clearing with a few rabbits hopping quietly. The puppy sniffed and observed everything with wonder. Liam laughed at its excitement. "You have the heart of an explorer," he said. As the afternoon sun began to dip, Liam noticed that the forest was quieter than before. He realized that they had wandered farther than planned. The trails looked unfamiliar, and the sounds of the town were gone. He tried to retrace their steps, but the puppy had run ahead and explored a small path. "Wait, buddy. Stay close," Liam called. The puppy returned quickly, wagging its tail, ready to help. Liam decided to follow it carefully, trusting its instincts. The puppy led the way, sniffing and stopping occasionally to look back at Liam. Suddenly, the trail split into two paths. Liam paused, unsure which way to go. The puppy barked and ran down the left path. Liam hesitated but followed, hoping the puppy knew the way back. They walked carefully, the sunlight filtering through the trees in soft beams. After a few minutes, they reached a small clearing with a pond. Liam stopped and looked around. He did not recognize this part of the forest. The puppy barked and ran toward a group of birds near the water. Liam took a deep breath and calmed himself. He trusted the puppy's instincts. The little brown dog ran back to Liam, nudging his hand and barking. Liam understood that the puppy had found something important. He followed as the puppy led him along a narrow trail hidden behind bushes. They moved cautiously, stepping over roots and rocks. Finally, they reached the main forest trail again. Liam smiled, feeling relief wash over him. Good job, little one. You really are amazing, he said, petting the puppy gently. The puppy barked softly and wagged its tail, proud of the guidance it had provided. By late afternoon, Liam and the puppy were ready to head home. The forest adventure had been long, and both were tired but happy. The puppy walked closely beside Liam, occasionally nudging his hand for attention. Liam felt grateful for the little companion who had shown courage, intelligence, and kindness throughout the day. When they returned to town, the streets were quiet and calm. Liam carried the puppy inside, giving it fresh water and a small meal. The puppy ate happily, then curled up in its bed, tired but content. Liam watched it for a while, feeling a deep sense of happiness. "This has been quite a day," Liam said softly. "We helped a child, made a new friend, and even explored the forest together. You are brave and kind, little buddy." The puppy lifted its head briefly, then rested it back down as if agreeing. That night, Liam sat by the window, watching the stars appear one by one. The little brown puppy slept peacefully at his feet. Liam thought about how much their lives had changed in just a few days. The little dog had brought courage, joy, and warmth into his world. He knew that more adventures awaited them. The forest had shown that even in unknown places, trust and friendship could guide them safely. Liam felt excited for the future, knowing that with the little brown puppy by his side, every day would be full of new discoveries, kindness, and love. As he turned off the lights and got ready for bed, Liam whispered softly, "Tomorrow will bring another adventure, and I know we will face it together. You are my brave little friend." The puppy twitched slightly in its sleep, dreaming peacefully, ready for whatever the next day would bring. The morning sun shone brightly, and Officer Liam was ready for another day of patrol. The little brown puppy was already awake, sitting near the door, tail wagging, ready for a new adventure. Liam smiled at his small companion. "Are you ready for today, buddy?" he asked. The puppy barked happily, jumping slightly in excitement. They started their morning walk through the town, greeting the familiar faces of neighbors and shopkeepers. The puppy trotted beside Liam, sniffing the streets and occasionally barking at birds or squirrels. Everyone who saw them smiled, knowing the little dog had already become a special part of the community. As they reached the town square, Liam noticed a small crowd gathered near the fountain. Curious, he walked closer with the puppy at his side. There, a little girl was trying to retrieve her kite, which had gotten tangled in the fountain's branches. She looked frustrated and sad. The puppy's ears perked up immediately, and it ran ahead, barking gently. Liam followed. "Hey there, we can help," he said kindly. The puppy jumped lightly, circling the girl's feet. She giggled and patted the puppy's head. Liam carefully untangled the kite while the puppy stayed close, nudging the girl and keeping her calm. "Thank you so much," the girl said, hugging the puppy gently. Liam smiled. "This little helper seems to enjoy solving problems," he said. The puppy barked softly, wagging its tail proudly. After the small rescue, Liam continued his patrol. The town was calm, but as they walked, he noticed smoke rising from the bakery near the main street. People were gathered outside, pointing and looking concerned. Liam ran toward the bakery, the puppy close behind. The bakery's front door was closed and smoke was coming from the back. Liam quickly called for assistance on his radio, while checking if anyone was inside. The puppy barked loudly, alerting Liam to a small doorway at the side. Liam opened it carefully and entered with the puppy beside him. Inside, the bakery was filled with smoke. Liam moved quickly, guiding the staff and customers toward safety. The little brown puppy ran ahead, barking and nudging people toward the exit. Its small size and courage helped calm the frightened customers. Liam could see that even in dangerous situations, the puppy remained brave and helpful. Once everyone was safe, the fire crew arrived and put out the small fire. Liam stepped outside, carrying the puppy in his arms for a moment, letting it catch its breath. People around clapped and cheered. "You two are heroes," someone exclaimed. The puppy barked happily, proud of the accomplishment, while Liam smiled modestly. After the excitement, Liam took the puppy home. He prepared a warm bath and a cozy bed for the little hero. The puppy happily accepted a small bowl of food, and then curled up near Liam's chair, tired but content. Liam stroked its fur gently. "You really are the bravest little dog I have ever known," he said softly. The puppy looked up, blinking slowly as if understanding the praise. In the evening, Liam received a surprise visit from the town mayor. The mayor had heard about the puppy's bravery and wanted to recognize it officially. Liam and the puppy walked to the town hall, where a small ceremony was prepared. Children, neighbors, and townspeople had gathered to celebrate. The mayor knelt beside the puppy and held a small medal. "This medal is for bravery, kindness, and the courage to help others," the mayor said. "This little dog has reminded us all of the power of friendship and compassion." The crowd clapped and the puppy barked happily, wagging its tail. Liam laughed, feeling proud of his small companion. After the ceremony, children came forward to pet the puppy and take pictures. The puppy stayed calm and friendly, enjoying the attention but always returning to Liam's side. Liam realized that the puppy had touched many lives in just a few days. Its courage and kindness were inspiring, not just to him but to the entire town. On the way home, Liam reflected on their journey together. The little brown puppy had come into his life unexpectedly, but it had brought joy, courage, and love. From the first day on the street to helping children and rescuing animals, the puppy had proven to be a loyal and brave companion. Liam felt grateful for every moment they had shared. Back home, the puppy settled in its bed, exhausted but happy. Liam sat nearby, reading quietly while the puppy slept. He thought about all the adventures they had already experienced and all the ones still to come. The bond between them had grown strong, built on trust, love, and shared moments of kindness. The next morning, Liam and the puppy woke up early, ready to start the day. The town was peaceful, and the little brown dog ran ahead on the street, exploring and greeting everyone. Liam walked behind, smiling, knowing that every day with this puppy would be full of joy and adventure. As they patrolled, Liam noticed an elderly woman struggling with her groceries. Without hesitation, the puppy ran to her side, barking softly and nudging the bags gently. Liam helped her carry the groceries, and she smiled warmly. "What a helpful little dog," she said. The puppy wagged its tail, happy to have assisted again. Throughout the day, they encountered many small moments where the puppy's bravery and kindness shone. It comforted children, guided lost pets, and even helped calm nervous neighbors. Liam realized that the town had become a happier place because of this small but courageous creature. By evening, Liam and the puppy returned home, tired but satisfied. The little dog curled up in its bed, and Liam sat nearby, reflecting on their journey. He felt proud of the puppy, but he also knew that the puppy had taught him many lessons. To be brave, to care for others, and to find joy in helping those in need. Liam whispered softly, "You have made a difference, little one, not just to me but to everyone around us. You are more than a pet. You are a true friend and hero." The puppy stirred slightly, lifting its head to look at him, then settled back down, content and peaceful. As night fell, Liam turned off the lights and closed his eyes. The town was calm, and the little brown puppy slept soundly, dreaming of playful adventures, kind deeds, and the love of the person who had become its family. Liam knew that every day would bring new surprises and challenges, but with the puppy by his side, every day would also be filled with courage, friendship, and happiness. In the days that followed, Liam and the puppy continued their patrols together. The town had grown fond of the little brown dog, and everyone knew it as a symbol of kindness and bravery. Children ran to greet it, neighbors smiled at its playful antics, and Liam felt proud every time the puppy helped someone in need. One afternoon, while sitting on a bench in the park, Liam watched the puppy chase a butterfly. He laughed, remembering the first day they had met on the street, lost and alone. Now the puppy had found a home, a family, and a purpose. Liam felt grateful for the small creature who had changed his life in so many ways. The little brown puppy had come into his life unexpectedly, but it had brought joy, courage, and love. It had reminded Liam of the simple joys of friendship, the importance of helping others, and the happiness that comes from caring for those around you. Liam leaned back on the bench and watched the puppy play. "You are my hero, my little friend," he said softly. The puppy barked, wagging its tail as if agreeing. Liam smiled, feeling a deep sense of peace. Together, they had faced challenges, helped others, and shared moments of pure happiness. That night, as Liam tucked the puppy into its cozy bed, he whispered, "No matter what happens, we will always be together. You are not just a dog, you are family and you are loved." The puppy blinked slowly, then drifted into a peaceful sleep, dreaming of new adventures and the love of the person who had become its whole world. And so, Officer Liam and the little brown puppy continued their journey together, facing each day with courage, kindness, and joy. Their bond was unbreakable, built on trust, friendship, and the simple happiness of being there for each other. The town would always remember the brave little dog who had melted everyone's hearts and reminded them of the power of love and friendship.